In the 1970s, while the United States was undergoing deep social change, a sinister figure walked among the crowd, hidden behind a charming smile and impeccable manners. He was intelligent, educated, attractive, and also a serial killer. This is the case of Ted Bundy, the man who redefined terror in America. Born Theodore Robert Cowell on November 24, 1946, in Vermont, Bundy grew up believing his mother was his sister and that his grandparents were his real parents. A family secret that, according to some experts, may have marked his psychological development early on. Ted was a brilliant student. He attended the University of Washington, studied law, and dreamed of a political career. But behind that charismatic face hid a deeply disturbed mind. In 1974, women started vanishing in Washington state. All shared similar features: young, brunette, long hair parted in the middle. Bundy would approach them pretending to be injured or in need of help. Once he gained their trust, he would lure them to his Volkswagen Beetle and then murder them brutally. That year alone, at least 8 women disappeared without a trace. One of them was Linda Ann Healy, a university student. Her room was found with traces of blood, but her body wasn't discovered until much later. The pattern spread across states: Utah, Colorado, Oregon. Ted Bundy was quickly becoming a national threat. In 1975, Bundy was finally arrested on a minor traffic violation. Police found handcuffs, a crowbar, and duct tape in his car. He was charged with kidnapping, but while awaiting trial, he escaped custody. Yes, he escaped twice. The second time, he broke out of a Colorado jail through a hole in the ceiling. And then, he vanished. He traveled all the way to Florida, and there, he would commit one of his most horrific crimes. In January 1978, Bundy entered the Chi Omega sorority house at Florida State University. In under 15 minutes, he attacked 4 women. 2 of them were murdered. That same night, he struck again at another apartment. This was the breaking point. The terror was no longer a mystery. The media dubbed him the charming killer. In 1979, Bundy faced trial in Florida. It became the first nationally televised trial in U.S. history. Bundy represented himself as his own lawyer, and in a shocking moment, he proposed to a woman in court in front of the jury.
Carol, do you want to marry me?
Yes.
And I want to marry you.
Yes.
And I do want to marry you.
Yes, despite everything, Bundy had admirers. He received love letters in prison. Many found it hard to believe someone so charismatic could be capable of such horror. But the evidence was overwhelming. Fibers, bite marks, eyewitnesses, it was undeniable. He was sentenced to death.
It is hereby imposed the death penalty upon the defendant Theodore Robert Bundy.
And while on death row, Bundy confessed to over 30 murders. But some believe the real number was much higher. On January 24, 1989, at 7:16 a.m., Ted Bundy was executed in Florida's electric chair. Outside the prison, crowds cheered. Some held signs. Others wore shirts that read, "Burn Bundy Burn." The man who once terrified a nation was finally gone. But his story was not. Ted Bundy left a permanent scar on America's criminal history. His case changed how law enforcement worked across states, helped pioneer criminal profiling, and revealed a chilling truth. Evil can wear a smile. How can someone seem so normal and yet be a monster? That remains one of the greatest mysteries of the Ted Bundy case. Because perhaps the most terrifying part is that he could have been standing right next to you and you'd never know. This is the Dark Enigma. If you're drawn to the darkest corners of the human mind, subscribe and we'll see you in the next case.